Hello, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to this channel, Football Therapy, with me, your host, Jan. I hope you're doing well. I genuinely, really do hope that, though, if you've read the news, if you've read this headline or video title, you're probably not feeling that great. Things were going so well for Chelsea, winning loads of games, feel-good factor, the Brexit Cruyff at the helm, everything is moving in the right direction. We were worried when we saw the Reece James injury on the pitch, but then he walked about, laughed with his mates, celebrated on the pitch. Stayed in Milan for another day, got a 29, not spat on the camera lens then, I hope that wasn't as gross as it looked from here, got a £29 EasyJet flight back to the UK with like extra room for his leg. It looked like he was totally fine, an initial scan of Milan said it was good as well. He's had further scans, and it's not looking good, Brev. The headlines is he might miss the World Cup because he needs surgery. This is pain all over again. We had this last season. We're going to talk about the exclusive from the Daily Mail. We're also going to talk about Joe Shields. Yeah, coming to Chelsea. So settle in, get comfortable. Hey, look, cheer me up. Drop a like. We're in this together, people. You and me. Like the video, support the ting. You're welcome to subscribe. And should you choose to do so, hit that sweet, sweet bell, baby. Not my best, but not my worst. Let's get into it. Okay, so this is coming from Sami Mokbel from the Daily Mail. Let's just jump straight in. For context, Reece James faces a race against time to be fit for the World Cup after rupturing knee ligaments in Chelsea's Champions League win over Milan. Sportsmail can reveal that the England defender had a scan yesterday which showed he sustained ligament damage in Chelsea's 2-0 victory in the San Siro, which is likely to rule him out for 6 to 8 weeks. James has been in outstanding form this season and was expected to start at right back for England and at the World Cup, creating a dilemma for managers Gareth Southgate. Well, he'll play like Trippier now. I doubt he's going to go to Trent Alexander-Arnold. I just don't think he fancies him, but oh, the pain in my heart, in my soul. The 22-year-old appears to have a little chance of being fit for England's opening game against Iran on the 21st of November, but Southgate could decide to risk picking him in his expanded 26-man squad to compound the England's problem with Kyle Walker. Yeah, because Kyle Walker's out as well. Hurry, sure. It's going off, man. Look, man, you can hear that lawnmower outside. I'm really sorry. Some geezers deciding to mow the grass right outside my office. You might not be able to hear it, and it's bullshit. Surgery could even be a possibility for the right back, as he, after he sustained, or was substituted for Aspi in the 62nd minute. James has started 6th of Chelsea's 8 Premier League games under Potter. James has played all 4 of his first games, while the 22-year-old has started England's last 2 games under Southgate. Make no bones about it, he's the first choice right back for England and Gareth Southgate. He played 90 minutes against Germany, grabbing an assist in the 3-3 draw last month. He also played throughout the 1-0 loss to Italy. Well, yeah, England have been shite generally. Look, I'm obviously worried as an England fan, but I understand only a certain portion of my viewership are England fans. So you might be disappointed one of our best players doesn't get to play for his country, but we're talking about Chelsea. So let's talk about Chelsea. Right, off the bat, Cesar Azpilicueta looked okay. He's been rested, so it was a good opportunity for him to come in. If we maintain playing a free-back system, which looks like we can afford to do that, with Trevor Chalobah looking good, with, Koulibaly looking a lot better. Jesus fucking Christ! Listen to that. Fucking dickhead, mate. With Azpilicueta looking a lot better. We've got the centre-backs. Koulibaly looks good. Thiago Silva looks good. Chalobah looks good. We've got a strong back three there that looks like it's working. So we can play wing-backs. We can play Ben Chilwell. And we can also play Cucurella at left centre-back as well. We've got the options for back three, which means we can play offensive wing-backs. We can survive without Reece James for a little bit. We can play... Well, we've got Ben Chilwell or... Pulisic. I know Pulisic doesn't like it. We played Raheem Sterling as a wing-back. If we play like a 3-5-2, we can do that similarly on the right-hand side. Who knows? Maybe Hakim Ziyech gets a run out playing a few games at right wing-back for Chelsea, because Potter often does play really, really offensive attacking midfielders at wing-back. I think we could survive this and we could navigate this, but, it's not looking good, Brev. Do you know what I mean? It's shit. I know I've sworn a lot on this episode. I do apologise for those with little ones. I know some people watch with their kids. I do apologise, but I'm bummed out, man. We'll see what happens. Of course, keep it locked to Football Therapy. I will keep you posted on what's going on in this story as and when, and give you my opinion. And we can move through it together therapeutically, because this is Football Therapy. We will find a way, guys, to navigate it. Do not worry, etc., etc. And let's move on. So, Joe Shields from Southampton. I'm going to read an article from The Athletic by Dan Sheldon. They're not happy at Southampton, us taking this chappie away. And he's been told to stay away from Southampton. This is what Chelsea do. They just tap people up and piss off the parent clubs. Joe Shields is in line to become Chelsea's new director of recruitment just 3 months after taking a similar role at Southampton. Shields, 35, left Manchester City's academy in the summer to head Southampton's recruitment operation, but now looks set to join the Premier League club before the year is out. News broke of Chelsea's approach on Wednesday, and Shields was in Glasgow ahead of the Rangers Champions League match against Liverpool. It comes at a time when Todd Boehly and Badalek Barley, Chelsea's new co-owners, are making huge changes behind the scenes at senior level. Christopher Vavell, RB Leipzig's technical director, until last week, is set to join as Chelsea's sporting director. The West London club have also spoken to Stuart Webber, the championship side Norwich City's technical director. And not the sexiest name, a Norwich City technical director off the bat, but hey, big boy Bowley's got a plan, and we'll roll with it. It feels like it's working so far, so let him cook, as it were. If, as expected, Shields continues his meteoric rise and commits to a move to Chelsea, then he would become the new director of recruitment and would play a key role in advising the American ownership group. But the news caught Southampton by surprise. Bullet points. There had not been a club-to-club contact between Southampton and Chelsea as of Thursday lunchtime. Shields has been told to stay away from Southampton Stadium and Staplewood, their training ground. He has not been sacked, nor has he resigned. Interesting. He is to serve a 6-month notice period, but Southampton would consider accepting a compensation package to let him leave early. You imagine they would, because if 6 months, your heart's not in it, you're not on the project, you're thinking ahead of Chelsea, it's pointless keeping him around, it's pointless paying him. Take money instead and be like, do one then. There is an expectation Shields' salary would see a significant uplift if you went to Chelsea. Funny that. After it emerged that Shields has now been in discussions with Chelsea, the news was reported in the media that Southampton's knowledge of their senior figures, they're pissed off. They were furious that Chelsea were tapping him up. Ding, ding, ding. Although Southampton would be disappointed to lose Shields only 3.5 months after he joined them, there is an understanding as to why he would accept Chelsea's offer. Similar with Graham Potter, similar with Vivell, all those other people. But the anger stems from being kept in the dark. Yeah. It's worth knowing, however, that there's no wrongdoing is known to have taken place. Oh, so maybe it's not like tapping up with players. Staff contracts are different to players' ones, here we go, and Chelsea do not need to seek Southampton's permission to talk to Shields. Well, there you go! Suggestions that he wants to leave because he has a strained relationship with Ralph Hasenhüttl, the Saints manager, for almost 4 years. Of almost 4 years. I thought he said he's had a bad relationship with 4 years. Mate, he's only been there for 3.5 months. Why did he join? Why did he join if he's got a 4-year bad relationship with Hasenhüttl? No. Yes. To be honest, what did you think Hasenhüttl will be sacked by now? Because he's such a weird manager, like really highly rated, like the RB model, 4-2-2-2, like high octane. They called him the Alpine Klopp, and then he just kept getting battered 9-0. He seems like a likable guy, like an emotional dude, but yeah, I would have thought he would have been canned by now. Anyway, so it's not accurate that he's fallen out with Hasenhüttl. The summer transfer window was largely over by the time Shields joined from Champions City in July, so the interaction between Hasenhüttl and the head of recruitment was limited. Nonsense. Shields is credited for helping City sign the City pair Juan Larios and Samuel Edozie this summer. as well as Ainsley Maitland-Niles of Arsenal and Rangers' Joe Aribo. Oh, wow. A deal is already in place for Romeo Lavia to join the club from City, although it's accepted Shields did play an influential role in that. And of course, Chelsea tried to buy Lavia. Matt Law has recently come out, of course, Matt Law, journal of The Telegraph, saying Chelsea didn't put a £50 million bid on, despite what reports say on deadline day, because that did seem sensational and peculiar. But Chelsea do remain interested in the Southampton player. That's just that we didn't make silly bids for him. Look, this article goes on. You're welcome to read it. It's essentially going off to talk about how Chelsea are continuing to implement the structure, more personnel, buying youths, young players, and trying to make a long-term sporting plan. A sporting director plan, a technical director plan, a recruitment director plan. We're seemingly building this massive Avengers team of loads of people, roles that I didn't even know existed. So that's really interesting. And hopefully he's good. We haven't got our first choice. We want to. This is recruitment, so it's a little bit different. But we've got Vivell, we've got Shields. It looks like it's happening. I think the Chelsea ownership, Todd Bowley, Igbali, all them, man, they want this all done before the January transfer window and before the World Cup. A World Cup that Reece James might not feature in. Such profound poetic pain. Man, he's our best player, Reece James. Look, I think we're going to be okay because we roll with the system now. We got Aubameyang scoring goals. We got Breuer ready to go. We got Raheem Sterling, Mason Mount, seemingly the form of his life the last couple of games. Good centre-backs. We got good centre-backs. Jorginho doesn't get injured. Kante, we could spend a moment talking about Kante. He might miss the World Cup too because of his injuries, but you know, it's not that surprising because he's been injured for so long, in and out. Like, I can't even remember watching Kante play football, so that's terribly sad. Obviously, that's a huge discussion point at the moment. Like, do you extend this guy who just doesn't play? Do you extend this guy who's on 290k a week who doesn't play football? I mean, sometimes it's as simple as that. Do you know what I mean? So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, man, look, bummer. There is a lot of positivity that remains around Chelsea Football Club. So don't be too pissed off and bummed out. But leave your thoughts, feelings, opinions, emotions, musings down in the comment section below. Yeah, man, thank you for joining me today. Support the thing, like and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you very soon. Everything's going to be all right. No injury, no cry. Peace.